A state senator called out Governor Richardson today as lawmakers met in Santa Fe to talk about the state's cuts to child care assistance for low-income working families. News 13's Crystal Gutierrez is in the Newsplex with details.
And Jessica, daycare providers, parents, and even children fled at the Roundhouse today, venting their frustrations and letting lawmakers know that they can't afford any more cuts.
I'm trying to avoid living in the war zone with my children, and I am one of the people who cannot work if I don't have help to pay for childcare.
Parents pleaded with lawmakers to keep the funding intact. Childcare providers say more cuts would be dire.
In the long run, it's going to affect children, because a lot of us are going to have to close.
The hearing comes a day after Governor Bill Richardson allocated $2 million in stimulus money to the state's child care fund to keep thousands of children in the program. Still, the state is proposing to start cutting 8 to 10% from what it gives to daycare providers within the next few months. Budget cuts have left the program in a steep hole.
$13 million is a tall hurdle to jump.
Senator John Arthur Smith says lawmakers should take half the blame, but the governor should take the other half.
The governor has $57 million in stimulus money that we've asked him to redirect. He did not have to have legislative approval to do that. The response we got from the fourth floor on that $57 million that was fully at his discretion was, "Don't appropriate my money."
Smith says the governor needs to help out more. The proposed cuts and stimulus money will only fix the problem to January.
The new governor is going to have to come on board and say, we're going to have to make some cuts, and they're going to have to be steeper.
We as a community and as a state need to figure a way to fund early childhood without counting on all this federal money.
And today, some parents told lawmakers they need to raise taxes to keep the daycare assistance program afloat. The governor declined to comment today. Back to you.
Okay, Crystal, the problem is growing. The Children, Youth and Families Department told lawmakers there are more children, 3,400, on a waiting list for child care assistance. A public hearing on the proposed cut for child care providers will be in October. Cuts will start in November.